have numbers. So.
$78. $78.
Sorry, 1 second. I love the enthusiasm. All right, go ahead.
$78. $78 is the amount a plumber like Tom, what he loses while he misses a call while trying to fix a broken pipe. It's with just 3 calls missed in a day, that's more than $5,000 lost over a month in revenue. For a business like Tom's with just 3 employees, he's fully employed, that's a ton of revenue. It's not just Tom, but tons of independent contractors, local services, and tradespeople all interact with 70% of their interactions still happen by phone. And that's why we created Avalon. Our goal is to empower more than 600,000 businesses, tradespeople, local service providers in North America with the same customer-centric, personalized support and service systems like some great big giants like Amazon and American Express. Our solution has 3 main concepts. 24-hour, 24/7 AI voice agent that handles all your calls and so you never miss a call. Multilingual voice. So based on localized to regions, we have multilingual. So in Toronto, it could be French and English and Spanish and as much as you want. Custom, right now, our first goal is custom integration into existing CRMs like Jobber, which is a massive company out of Edmonton that currently has more than 200,000 users in North America. And what's our advantage? There's so many voice agent companies nowadays, like VoiceFlow, Blender, and all these other ones. But our advantage is our vertical integration. So it starts with emergency detection for filtering. So if you're a plumber, you're fine with missing the call that's scheduled for next Tuesday. But me as the customer, if my pipe bursted right now, I want somebody to answer and come right now. So this system filters for those calls and sends it directly to a human agent. So either the customer or the client itself. Then the second one is CRM automation. As I was talking about earlier, it syncs directly into the schedules of plumbers, electricians, locksmiths who currently use CRMs like Jobber into their schedule. So it just adds to them automatically so they don't have to go to the back and forth of scheduling and all this other stuff. And the other one is custom trained model specifically for tradespeople. So this covers things like lingo and what terms they're looking for and some basic diagnostics so the plumber doesn't have to go there and sort of understand the issue. They could come prepared. And the other part is revenue optimization. If you hire a full-time sales representative or a receptionist, you usually manage the bookings and you also have the upselling and revenue optimization through like you give out the codes and things like that. We're able to do that all through the voice agent. And in terms of go-to-market strategy, what we've really been doing over the past year is we've iterated over so many different markets. We went from e-commerce to restaurants and all these other ones, and we really found a vertical that really the market really validated us. And in terms of revenue model, we want to do a $40 a month subscription. Just comparing that to Jobber, which does $900 per year per small business, and this would be add-on to that sort of thing. And in terms of, when you go from more than 100 calls in scale, we would do 3 cents per call. And that's with a 70% gross margin. And in terms of our goal right now, what we'll really be spending the Enactus money on is 2 main things. So the pilot program. Right now we have a lot of people we're in touch with, but what the cost for us right now is how can we without credibility of this already working, how can we support these businesses and show this works? So with our 10 beta users, we want to start recovering more than $3,000 a month. We're starting this month actually, and convert more than 65% of those lost calls into sales. The other thing is that we have the Jobber integration and the API cost for that as well. And the next step in our path is going to be trade shows. A lot of these are ways a step for us to scale is going to be going to trade shows, doing live demos, and direct onboarding of users and partnering up with the plumbers, cleaners, trade board and associations and things like that. Then we go into online scaling where we do custom onboarding and tutorials and all these other things. And and localization for many, many more different languages. So right now, the easiest for us to do is English and French because we're just focused on Canada right now, and referrals and things like that. So with Avalon, our goal is to save more than $5,000 per month, protect local jobs, and more than 500 hours in saved time per year. With Avalon, join us today. So people like Tom and many other businesses never lose a $78 sale again. And these are our sort of partners and what we've done before as well. Oh, we have, this is the team, and we work on, and this is a short demo. I think we have time, right?
So it's at 6 minutes, so you kind of took your time.
Oh, I think the voice is gone, but I think this. It's a demo. It's just you talking to the thing. It's pretty realistic. I think the audio is better. Yeah.
All right, as always, we'll move into Q&A.
I got one.
Oh yeah.
I love anything where you're helping small businesses, individuals, kind of helping them kind of get the first customer interaction, which is the voice setup. Can you walk me through that when you said that if it's escalated, it goes to a human agent? Can you walk me through what happens then?
Thank you so much for that. Because our goal was from our personal interactions while I was sitting in a barber shop, and the guy, if he misses a call, the barber misses the $40, right? So he cannot not take the call. So he has to take the call. But for me as the customer, it's so much I'm just sitting here while he's taking the call, right? And it's just a one-person business, and that's sort of why we wanted to equip the same business tools as the giants. So in terms of, we have two main categories for human agents. So what we wanted to do is one, we could escalate based on priority to the client itself. So me as the plumber, I would get a text or a call from us or email or whatever. Okay, at night or 2 a.m. or whatever. Oh, there's a person. Would you like to take this thing? The AI voice agent would tell the customer, hey, give me a minute. Let me get back to you on this. And the client could choose to take the call or not. But the other thing is, if it's a emergency call as well, what we want to do in the future is able to employ our own human agents, which are able to understand and diagnose, especially emergency calls, and create a scale of giving it up to other, maybe a marketplace sort of system as well. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for that.
So, we use CRMs a lot.
Yeah.
My question is, you talked about integration, but for example, what if a company, for example, like Salesforce or any one decides we want to build an agent that captures and figures out and then automatically inputs it into the CRM? I know you said a niche with plumbers and such, but can you elaborate on this niche a little bit more?
So what we really wanted to do is there's I was every day on LinkedIn I see a new voice agent company that raised $160 million. I'm like, okay, what are we doing with two people and trying to create a market for ourselves? And what we really thrive in and what we're really focused on over the next month actually is the Jobber integration. Jobber has more than 200 paying customers that's our ICP, ideal customer persona, and going directly to those people and integrating with the people who currently use Jobber. They're not, most of these guys do paper and pencil, and the ones who do use CRM, they usually use Jobber, or there's another one called Work Call or Call Us on Work or something, and those are the two main CRM systems. But those are specifically for local services, hair salons, plumbers, HVAC providers, and things like that. And that's where we sort of shine. Whereas, like, I guess Salesforce could come and try it, but they would have to go through Jobber and all the thousands of other specifically words, not businesses, before they get to us.
Okay, I have a question. Thank you for your comprehensive presentation. That was great. Can you take me back to the slide where you showcased your business model, your revenue model for us, please?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Now, I was looking at this slide because it's very strategically organized. Like you told us that your models are the pilot program, create expansion, scaling. And I couldn't help wondering about competitors. And at the top of my mind, the first competitor that came to my mind was Shibu. Right? They do similar services like this. But of course, on a larger platform. And I think their monthly payment plan is around $15 a month. And it builds up. It's like premium, consumers, and then different categories. So who are your competitors and what makes you different, for example, Jiffy?
Yeah, so what we really, in terms of building the revenue model, so this is our ideal model, let's say in a year. So what we want the money for is to supplement us being able to onboard a bunch of users and validate our validate our solution to make it even better. But in terms of the ideal revenue model, what we wanted to do was that do it either based on a business signs up, and we want to make it so easy for them to say yes. Instead of hiring a full-time receptionist or sales call center or whatever, they'll be able to try it for a week or 2 weeks or months or a month and see how much value they're getting. So based on the value is how much we really want to charge. It's based on, we could even go take the revenue model of being like, okay, for each client, it's completely free. That was the other one we were thinking about, completely free. For each client we bring you, or for each call you miss, we pick up the call. If you miss a call, we pick up the call, and for those calls we turn into sales, we get 10% of that, or 20% of that. That was the other model.
So for the freemium model, you've got a 1 week free demo / trial. So within a week, hypothetically, if somebody doesn't need this service, what's your contingency plan? Like after a week, like maybe 2 weeks down the line, somebody wants to access this, do they still get access to this premium?
So I think of business as a good fit. So if a business joins and tries it for a week or 2 weeks, and they really don't see the value in, hey, I can't get more clients or because of this, I handle all my calls, so I don't really need this. It just wasn't a good fit. That's really how I see it. But of course, there's always ways we could, if there's I don't know, that week was really cold, they want to expand and do a trial period of it really working or something. That's completely fine and doable. Yeah. Is that sort of answers? Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Avalon. We're going to take a 15-minute break. We'll be back at 2:45 for our next presentation. Thank you, everyone.
Yes.